The Pilot Communities program came about with Senate Bill 540 from the 2023 legislative session. This is a 5-year funding for the communities that are selected. They receive $2.75 million over that 5-year span. We were looking for ways that we could lessen impacts on some of the areas which were being overvisited, and really looking at how we could get those tourists to go to other areas in Montana so that we didn't see a reduction in the overall bed tax, but that we could see the economic impact in areas that weren't already receiving it.
It's gotten our community excited about the future. We've been stagnant for so many years, and so this will be something it's a great positive for our community, for our businesses, and for recreationists around the state. We're not skyscrapers, we're still an old mining town, but we need some growth here, and I think it's just a great way to improve what we have and what people can see and access here.
The communities really have to bring their plan to life and show their community how tourism is going to be a positive impact. Visitors are going to spend money shopping, eating out, going to parks and events, really showcasing how that is going to better the community and help the tax base in those communities, and maybe reduce some tax burden for the local folks in those communities as well.
We have just seen so many people get reinvigorated about making Havre look beautiful. It has become very evident how important it is that we put in the work to make sure that we are able to continue getting tourists to come here. Because if we don't put in the work and we let our community fall apart, we're just not going to get any tourism. And unfortunately, that impacts more than just hotels. It impacts more than just gas stations. It impacts every single business and every single person.
When I think of tourists, I think of other people from around the state of Montana, not necessarily people from out of state, but people from Missoula come to Anaconda and they'll go skiing. Well, why not stay the whole weekend and take your family to the Commons and go for a skate, or go to the hockey rink and watch a game, go cross-country skiing at the golf course? It isn't just about bringing people from out of state, it's for bringing other Montanans in to share what Anaconda has to offer.
On average, at our visitor centers, I think it's around 1,500 people, roughly daily during peak tourist season, stop at the rest area. Even if we can get half of those people to stop in town and spend $25, it would impact our small businesses immensely. And then if they have a good experience, maybe they can think about this being a destination.
The bigger picture for helping our community would be more jobs, more economic growth, development, just putting us on the map and showing that we are here and we are a beautiful place to visit.
Receiving these funds so far has benefited our town in that it's opening up doors that in the past we haven't been able to open. Anything that improves the quality of life for people that live here are also typically things that travelers look for. It was clear through the community feedback process that downtown is an area that needs to be improved on, and that's what the community wants to see.
A number of these plans are looking at improvements to their downtowns, to trails, to walkability. This isn't going to just be an improvement for visitors. This will be an improvement for the people who live there day in and day out all year round. The increase in taxation dollars could lessen the taxation load for citizens in these communities, which would allow them to look at other ways to spend tax dollars, whether that's helping to improve local schools, put money into local roads and road improvements. It's going to provide them the space and the opportunity to do that where they may not have had that in their community previously.
In a small town, everyone is involved in 4 or 5 different projects. That's probably the best thing is just the willingness for everyone to step up to the plate.
Whether it's projects that we're aware of or projects that we're not quite yet aware of, we're ready to meet those. We're ready for these improvements. Year 1, we have plans to bring in some workshops and some trainings to strengthen our team. Year 2, we're ready to see those projects get launched.
We're doing it. We're putting it into action. We may not be Glacier, but we out here in the flatlands have some beauty of our own.